students, I hope you all are fit and fine and doing well in studies. So welcome in our chemistry class and we are at chapter number 4. Name of the chapter is atomic structure. So today we are going to start the next topic of this chapter, that is modern atomic concept. So let's start. The Dalton's model fails to explain why atoms of an element differ in their masses. So this led to the discovery of modern atomic theory, which gives the discovery of subatomic particles like electrons, protons and neutrons. So in this video we study about these subatomic particles. So we all know that everything around us is made up of atoms. And the atom having subatomic particles, positively charged particles are called the protons, negatively charged particles are called the electrons, and neutral particles are called neutrons. So let us start with electrons, that was discovered by J.J. Thomson by cathode ray tube experiment, and the apparatus consists of the glass tube containing gas and the two electrodes at its two ends connected to a battery. The gas inside the tube has a very low pressure and this pressure is maintained by the vacuum pump. On passing the electric current, the rays are produced are called the cathode rays, which were attracted towards the positively charged anode. So it means the rays containing the negatively charged particles, which were named by J.J. Thomson as electrons. So this is how the negatively charged particles discovered. So the next one is characteristics of an electron. So the first point is the mass of an electron is about that much part of the mass of a hydrogen atom. The second point is the electron is found to carry 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb of negative charge. Next we will talk about the protons, that was discovered by Goldstein. The experimental setup for the discovery of the protons was similar to the cathode ray tube experiment, which we saw before. The only difference was that Goldstein took perforated cathode plate in the middle and the fluorescent screen at the other end. On passing the electric current, the rays were observed, which travels in the direction just opposite to the cathode rays. These were named as canal rays, as they passed from the canal-like hole. As the direction was opposite, it was concluded that these must be made up of positively charged particles called protons. So now we know that all the atoms having two types of charged particles, electrons are negatively charged particles and protons are positively charged particles. Now look at the characteristics of protons. First one is a proton is a positively charged particle present in the nucleus of atom. Second point is the mass of the proton is 1840 times that of an electron. And the third one is the charge on a proton is equal in magnitude and opposite in sign to that of an electron. Thus a proton is said to be carry unit positive charge. Now we will compare electron and proton. So in case of electron, the charge is minus 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb, whereas it is plus 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb in case of protons. If we compare the masses, it is 9.107 into 10 raised to power minus 28 gram in case of electron and 1.672 into 10 raised to power minus 24 gram in case of proton. Now the third particle of atom is neutron. Chadwick discovered the presence of neutral particle, that is called neutron, inside the atom. Now look at the characteristics of the neutron. First one is a neutron carry no charge. That is, it is a neutral particle present in the nucleus of an atom. Second one is the mass of a neutron is nearly equal to that of a proton. Thus the relative mass of a neutron is 1 AMU, means atomic mass unit, and its absolute value is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 24 gram. J.J. Thomson gave forward his plum pudding theory to show the arrangement of various particles. In his model, he considered atom to be a sphere of positive charge, whereas negatively charged electrons are embedded in it. The positive charge on the sphere equal to the negatively charged electrons, and as a result, the atom remains neutral. Now the question is why it is called a plum pudding model? Because in case of pudding, the resin considered as a electron and the remaining part is considered as a positively charged particles. Same in the case of atoms, electrons are embedded in positively charged particles. Now from this table you can see the symbols of electrons, protons and neutrons, their nature, their relative charge, their absolute charge, relative mass and absolute mass. Let's remind the atomic structure again. We all know that now the atom is made up of particles known as protons, neutrons and electrons, and atom has a central nucleus which is made up of protons and neutrons, where protons are positively charged and neutrons having no charge, so its nucleus having positively charged and collectively called nucleons. So electrons are negatively charged and are located around the nucleus. So the atoms has the same number of electrons and protons. So we can say that atom is electrically neutral.